Well, here we are in the Eden Valley, and I'm taking this, so I'm just sort of cropping off by about here, like a vertical shot off by about there. But I've sort of moved over to that way to the right a bit, just so I have this line going across the frame from the almost a third in to the set across to the right hand third. Well, I've put the old Canon 5D Mark I on, unmodified for infrared, and the infrared filter on. I'm currently shooting a 3-minute exposure of the scene. So, what can I say about that? Just waiting for it to sort of click off. I've got my remote release stroke interval timer, which I don't know how to work, and I think I've got it right. It's a bit of a breeze, so what I call it, all the leaves, some of the branches might be moving around. So, but what the hell, you know, it's just an experiment. There's no direct sun, and the sky's a bit milky. It's milky white, so you know I can't get down to the 30-second exposure like really deep blue skies. Get that contrast you get on infrared. It'll help give a sort of a dream-like quality to the image. He says, you know, here's what it looks like right now. Well, setting the white balance at tungsten didn't sort of work properly, so I used the colour picker in Canon Digital Professional to pick on the white field to the right in this picture, and that gave me this false colour image. And that's it. So I'll just go along a bit further and see if I can find any other compositions. Maybe some close-ups. Right, this is the composition I found. Well, I've taken one. I'm taking a vertical shot, but I'll probably crop it to square. So off by about sort of there, losing that little thing there. So you get green leaves, and then the firework display of the blossoms. Probably crop it by about around about there or whatever. I have in the previous shots there was some blossoms here and here, and I know you shouldn't, but I pruned them out because they're just getting in the way of the shot. You see what I go through for use people. So what I've done is I've set it up with the 70 to 200 lens on. I'm probably at about 70, I can't really see. And at minimal focus distance, in fact it won't focus after manual focus, it wouldn't focus that close in. So I'm at the very limit, and I've tried, because things are bouncing around a little bit with a little breeze from time to time. I've tried one at f11, f16, f22, and then I've upped the ISO to first from 100 to 400, then to 800, just to see which one I was able to freeze the motion, because the exposures are quite long, probably over from half a second to about 1.5 seconds, and now and again it just moves slightly. So that's what I've done. and I'm getting a bad neck doing this, so here's the pictures. Right, I've decided to take this shot again. Well, shot the other way, looking back up from where I'd taken it down the first time. I might crop the top and the bottom down, basically because everything's moving. I was going to do a focus stack, but it all gets a bit messy, you see, with everything moving in this breeze, which has just came up in the last 10 minutes. So yeah, that's it for now, I think. Please like and subscribe, tickle the notification bell, and share it with friends and family. Right, there we have it. It's getting cool now. I'll wander back along this path in a nonchalant manner. Well, it's a lovely warm day, but it's a bit windy, and I don't know if you can hear me with that, the old microphone's not working. So, because it's a nice blue sky day, I'm going to try and photograph with the Canon 5D Mark I using infrared R72 filter or R7720, and what I'm looking for is I'm going to use a wide angle lens to get most blue sky in wherever possible, and looking for a nice silver birch tree with fresh foliage, so we get that nice snowy whiteness on the leaves, and the sky goes a nice dark grey to black. So that's the plan. Let's see what happens. First, I'm going to use the camera to find the position that looks best. So I'm going to shoot the tree looking up towards the sky, get a lot of sky in it with the 70 to 40 wide angle lens. Well, you got an idea what I'm doing. I've got the camera down there and I'm photographing this up against the sky, and this tree, well, from the camera's position, was a bit wider, clears this pine tree here, so you got all the horizon of trees behind and these acres of blue sky to have against the snowy white foliage. And well, we'll just see what happens on this one. I prefer still day because my camera's not infrared modified, so I've got it's about a 30-second exposure, I think. I'll try that first, and so we're going to get a lot of movement, so it's going to look like very fluffy. We'll see what happens. Well, they have the same thing, but it's probably a better shot this actually. Bit cleaner sky, and I'm making sure I'm shoot the tree at right angles to the sun for the most infrared effect. So I'll take one from down there. Well, I've tried various exposures. I've combined polarizing filter and the infrared R72 filter together, and that came out about 180 seconds, like 3 minutes, 3/8, yeah, 3/60, yeah. So 3 minutes on that. I've also put the white balance down to tungsten, or the light bulb little icon, just because I think that's closer to the red hues, and it might get a bit more separation in the channels, the RGB, reduce the sensitivity of the red and bump up the blue and the green. So if you want to do like a false color image, you've got a bit more to work with from the get-go. So we'll see what happens and see if that works out. Here's the pictures now. Right, what I'm hoping to do here, I'm going to cut it off by there, cut it off by about there, try and keep as much of that cloud in as possible there, and probably cut off this boring bit of land in front of it, and hopefully the clouds will go pink any minute now. Let's wait and see what happens.